What's up, everybody? It's me, Feather. Welcome to Get Feathered, or welcome back. It is time for a deep dive, and we're going to talk about love and romance. Of course, it's a tarot therapy session with me, Feather, and, well, the universe, Fred. That's what we call universe here, or my connection to the universe, my spirit guide, whatever. Fred is the universe here. So let's go ahead. This is for anybody who needs it. You may feel like you resonate. You may feel like you don't resonate, and that's okay. Don't force it to fit. If you're here, thank you so much for your likes, shares, subscribes, your donations, love, requests for readings with me. For coming and hanging out, if you're here during the live, thumbs up. Click the live chat button down below. It's free. Come and say hello to me. Nikki's here. Hello, Nikki. How are you doing, beautiful? And let's go ahead and deep dive. Wait, what am I doing? I'm about to mess up something here. I don't want to do that. Okay. All right, let's get into the reading screen. And boom, here we are. Let's talk about this. So, where you want to go? Okay. All right, for those that need the message, deep dive, love and romance. For those that need the message... Oh, there's a strong magnetic attraction here. Who are you dealing with? Excuse me, I got the hiccups. Chemistry. There is chemistry in this somebody's connection. You got some chemistry going on. Oh my God. Soulmate and attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment. So you enjoying this moment. Who are you dealing with here? Chemistry, attraction, and your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. You're dealing with a soulmate here. What? Chemistry. Or you're attracting one and because you're just enjoying yourself, enjoying the moment. I don't want to know what that means, but let's get into it, shall we? What is this about? That's how you do it. It's how you manifest great things. You enjoy your life. Who are we talking to? Hey, Naomi. Oh, the Lord. Okay. So. Okay. So you are either in a connection with this person or you're about to be. Okay. You may be married to this person, but for some reason, there's some past wounding. Where it lays, I play. You're about to be in a connection with this person. You're committed to this, or you will be committed to this person. It's possibly going to lead to marriage or a long-term commitment. I'm not really sure you've fully released some sort of pain in the past. You've been dealing with some heartache and that's kind of given you a little bit of nervousness. Maybe you're nervous. Well, just because maybe you're afraid of being hurt again or something like that. And that all it needs to happen there is just for you to heal it, you know? It's actually being healed by you. Virgo energy on this. But that's just go within, realize, you've already learned the lessons of the past. You're going to recognize anything moving forward. So if you're kind of nervous about this or about getting it started, getting it off the ground, there's definitely an attraction here. But for some reason, there's something from the past that's creating a little disturbance in your vibration. Thoughts, doubts, fears, worries, concerns, and insecurities about maybe getting hurt again. Okay. That's easy. Could be dealing with a Taurus. Easy. Just know that you've already dealt with enough and done your healing that, don't freak out, don't panic, and don't think about those past issues, because those past issues will definitely resurface in new people or new connections because, well, what you think about, you bring about. Dandelion light. Hello, beautiful. Loyal royal. Dandelion. Yeah, so this is what's causing the tension here. Okay, in case you didn't know. You're just afraid. I'm not even sure. Oh boy. Fred is taking us on a journey here today. So, what is that song? Fantastic Voyage, bitches. Like, who is that? Come along on the Fantastic George. Ride, blue, blind, living in a city. I don't know. I hear the song and don't know all the words. Says this could be a fantastic voyage. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. King of Swords and Judgment. What did I say? You are going to know. You've already learned the lesson of discernment. You're going to know when you know what you know, what you know, what you know. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? This is all handled right here. Judgment. King of Swords. No. You're going to know exactly how to handle this situation. You've learned the lesson of discernment. You've already been through enough on a healing journey or within yourself to know what needs to be done in this situation. So a little bit of panic, a little bit of freak out right out the gates, but that's okay. The journey here, it's all about the journey first and foremost. Enjoying the present moment, each day that you're given. What Fred is saying is he's dropping me into this like energy flow. There's a lot of you that don't know what actual equal effort feels like in a relationship. Wow. Okay, so there's a lot of you that don't know what equal effort feels like, and that's the fear here. You don't even know what it's like for somebody to actually give to you equally. That's the issue here. In all of your connections, you've been the one, oh my God. You're calling in a perfect match. Yeah, you're calling in a perfect match. So you're nervous about it. Okay. I don't know if you're talking to this person yet. I think most of you maybe. And if not, it's definitely coming up very, very soon. Like very soon. 3 weeks or less. I think you're already talking to this person. If you're not in communication with this person, 3 weeks or less, that's what I'm feeling at the time you're watching this. There's a message here that in relationships, you have always been the leader. I think there's a lot of you that were actually not just leaders in your relationships. Hold on to me for a second. Don't let go, okay? Hold on, don't let go. Just ride with me on this voyage here for a sec, okay? There's a lot of you in relationships. You weren't just the leader in the relationship. You were the one that nurtured the relationship. A lot of you were the ones that were resourcing. You were resourcing the relationship with nurturing, with love, with kindness, with compassion, maybe even financially, etc., etc. You were the abundance in the relationship. And to top that off, the majority of you were spiritual teachers in connections. You may not be a spiritual teacher or a leader like me in that sense, but in relationships, you were the one giving the karma. You were the one teaching these individuals what they needed to learn. You have been a master, even though you didn't know it. You were the one helping people achieve their awakenings or achieve a higher level of vibration, whether you knew it or not. And that's why I say you were the one doling out karma. Because, well, if somebody needed a karmic lesson, you were the one that spanked their ass. Okay? If you were the one teaching people how to truly love and open up and accept, maybe they got it, maybe they didn't. Okay? But I guarantee you that the majority of you, people in relationships with you, have remembered you. You were the one they remembered the most. Now, I can almost promise you that in this case, whoever I'm speaking to, the majority of relationships you've had, when somebody broke up with you, they moved off and got into a stable relationship or possibly even married right after your relationship. Am I right? They got into a stable relationship, they moved in with the person, and miraculously got married. This is all coming through from Fred, but it is time for you to actually have an equal partner. It is time for equal partnership with the Wheel of Fortune. It is now destined and fated time for you to have this connection that is traditional relationship. It is a very bonded relationship, actually. The devil energy is saying that, yes, you do have fears in regards to a spiritual, soulfully bonded and highly taboo and ridiculously orgasmic relationship. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling here, because, I mean, you got the devil next to the Wheel of Fortune and the Hierophant. There's chemistry already on this. I'm not sure if you've ever been this pleased before in all aspects of a relationship. So when you get an Eight of Pentacles, that's Eight of Pentacles is equal. It's equal effort. Effort matching effort. Do you know how that feels? Probably not. Have you ever had somebody love you the way that you love somebody? Have you ever had somebody go out of their way the way that you go out of your way? Probably never. And that's why it's time. It's now or never. The Empress and the Emperor are here. This is destined, fated. It is something that you are calling in. Not only is it a soulmate, it is a high-level soulmate, possibly twin flame, perfect match, and it is time. It's finally time. Yeah, a little woo-woo, but not really, because the underlying message here, that's the underlying message. The original message, the one that really needs to be spoken about is, yeah, you're calling it in, you're attracting it. Okay, cool, keep doing what you're doing. Great. But you're not going to know what to fucking do with it when it gets here. It may be here and you don't know what to do with it. You may be completely shocked that somebody is actually efforting for you. You may not know how to handle this kind of connection. Somebody on your level. And I'm not talking to just anybody here. Nope, there's the Ace of Cups. Look at that. Look at all those butterflies. You got butterflies in your stomach. Stop it. You're manifesting this with the Nine of Pentacles because you are content and happy being single, alone, enjoying life, doing your thing. So I'm not talking to anybody that's stressing. I mean, you may want and desire a relationship, but come on. The reality here is you're good right where you're at. When you get to the point where you are happy by yourself and you're better off alone and you're happy there, not, I will never fucking love again. I will never. No, you're just like, hey, when it happens, it happens. But right now I'm talking to my bluebirds and I'm enjoying my garden and I'm eating my apples and I'm doing my things. You're not even focusing on love. But the whole entire time you're attracting it. Look at all that the butterflies. You've been going through a huge transformation. Look at the energy, the contrasted color, the color. Your shirt is golden. So you've been going through a transformation. And I believe this has not only been solar plexus, it's been major solar plexus energy with that color. It's definitely high vibrational, but it's like root chakra, solar plexus, heart chakra. How many of you have How many of you have gotten to relationships based on sex and stayed? We call that crazy sex, right? You stay in a relationship because of the sex. Or you get into a relationship after a one-night stand or a hookup or something like that. How many of you have done that? Yep. I'm going to raise my hand. How many of you thought that's what love was? This is going to be completely different. This relationship is going to be completely different. But I have a feeling the chemistry is going to be off the charts here. The attraction, the sexual attraction and chemistry in a connection like this is going to be off the charts. So you may completely freak out and panic thinking, oh my God, this person only wants me for that. This person only wants me for that. Or I'm doing the same thing that I've always done. No. Empress and Emperor energy, these two people know how to stand on their own 2 feet. They know how to not only take care of themselves, but they take care of everybody else. They are givers. They are helpers. They are doers. They get things doners. They're all of it. Not only that, they don't need anyone else. They do not need anyone else. They are fully capable of living their life with or without another person. When you get to this level, you know yourself. Like the Emperor and the Empress, they know themselves very well, including sexually. This is a serious conversation we're having right now. Okay? It's 18 and up show. I talk about love, sex, all of it. Okay? I cuss. We do it all. Okay? Because it's all a part of relationship. And the majority of my peeps that I attract have gone through traumatic relationships, horrible relationships, narcissistic, all of the things, abuse, psychologically, physically, mentally, all of it, emotionally, sexually. So when you get into a connection like this, an Emperor and an Empress know themselves inside and out. They know what pleases them and they know how to please. And I mean, seriously. An Empress and an Emperor will typically give themselves fully to the person that they open their heart to. An Empress is like, not just anybody gets in here. An Emperor, you think anybody going to get in there? No. They may have sex. I mean, it's not like you can't have sex with whomever, whenever. But as far as like opening up all aspects of a relationship and fully integrating this kind of chemistry, devil energy and chemistry, it's an attraction here. You're talking about a pull and an attraction that may feel absolutely insane. It may feel absolutely insane. Not that you can't say no to it. This is not something that you can't say no to. You have free will, but you're going to feel that draw. You're going to feel that passion. It's just natural. So a lot of you that have maybe gone through this before where you thought that sex was love, or you allowed relationships or the persons you were in relationships to speak to you from a sexual place where you were speaking from a heart space, it didn't work out. That has been healed. That's been healed and elevated. So don't panic and freak out as best you can. Somebody that's actually an 8 of Pentacles, that means you are both holding on to the connection. You're both giving to the connection. And you're both efforting in the connection. You're getting to know each other equally. You're spending time together. You're putting energy in the 3D into this connection. This is happening. It's either now or very soon. Some of you within 3 weeks. So don't freak out. Don't panic. Don't freak out. Don't panic. What else do we need to hear about this? Because this is the major message. Like, you may have some fears that this person is just after that one thing. Because this kind of connection and attraction, whew, the reason why we have these kind of chemistry is a thing. Chemistry is a thing. It is a thing. And when you bond with somebody, one night stands and you meet somebody and there's that chemical attraction, stuff like that. If you allow it to, it can consume you. It can, you have to pace the relationship to make sure you're getting to know somebody, that you are truly getting to know who they are as a person, how they behave, how they treat you, that kind of thing. And if you are dealing with an emperor and an empress here, you're going to get the treatment, the royal treatment. You're going to have somebody that treats you the way you treat them. And that may shock you. That may shock you. You may have somebody that treats you better than you treat them. And it may floor you. Like, where, what, where, how? It's a thing. Just know that you're going to know. Yeah, it's going to knock you off. It's going to knock you off balance. But that'll come to an end. Okay. It's going to knock you off balance because you're not really going to know what to do with it. You'll get it together though. And once you make that decision it's like once you start getting to know each other a little better and blending the cups, you'll realize this is something to celebrate and you'll actually enjoy spending time with this person. But as you start blending those cups and getting to know each other, this will kind of balance out and the struggle will kind of fall away. Okay. But you have to make this decision. Do you want to make this work? Do you want to blend cups? Is this something that makes you feel good? Do you feel good when you're with this person? Do you enjoy spending time with this person? And I'm not talking about in the bedroom. I'm not talking about sexually. I'm talking about in general. Do you enjoy being around this person? Do you enjoy spending time with each other? That's the thing. And it's not about the other person this time around in these connections. It's about you. The majority of you have spent relationship after relationship over giving to other people. Worried about how they felt. Worried about what they wanted. Worried about how they saw you. Fuck all that shit. First of all, in this energy, I'm not talking to somebody that's still going through that stuff. I'm talking to people who have gone through the healing. And you are on this side knowing who you are empowered, and you know that you will not accept the same behavior you've accepted before. So in this energy, you're telling me, I know what to look for now. I know what I want now. And I'm not going to just give myself to anyone. I prize myself and I value my energy more than anything. Can I share that with somebody? Well, it better be somebody on my level or better. So that's who I'm talking to today. As such, you are attracting this person, this mate, this perfect match. Yeah, somebody on your level. Finally. It may have taken a while for some of you. Well, it works out the way it works out, you know. You've got to go through those healings. You've got to go through those dark nights. You've got to figure out what it is you want and what it is you'll accept. A lot of you may have gone back and forth between past relationships. A lot of you may have waited for people from the past to return multiple times. You may have gone back to past relationships multiple times. Whatever, whatevs. I'm not judging you. What I'm saying is you've finally determined that being alone and being independent, single and free is a hell of a lot better than the shit you've dealt with before. And you've done some sort of major healing here it's all chakras, but mainly focusing on solar plexus, root chakra, or sacral chakra, solar plexus, and heart chakra. There was a fuck up there. There was a mess up there. Again, some of you, it could have been the fact that, you thought sex was love, or you connected physically well before ever connecting spiritually or in the heart space. And those weren't great relationships. I love those earrings, by the way. Somebody send me some of those earrings. Those are beautiful. If you make earrings, get with me. Look at those earrings. I want those earrings. That's absolutely beautiful. I want those earrings. So if you make earrings, email me. We'll talk. But you just have to make this decision to get this relationship going. It may kind of baffle you at first when this person, I mean, you may attract somebody that you had no idea had feelings for you. Or you may attract somebody that you just never imagined you would ever attract. Like somebody you thought was like, oh my God, you know, they have a job that you never expected them to have, or money that you never expected them to have. Something about this person is going to wow you. Like butterflies in your stomach, you get all excited, and it's all bubbling up from the inside. But you're not in a hurry. You're not in a rush. You're still enjoying who you are, enjoying the moment, enjoying being at peace with what you got going on. Meanwhile, this relationship is starting off or getting going from now over the next 3 months. And you just got to remember how it feels. It's not rushed. It's very calm and peaceful. It's very, how do I say that? It's you enjoy the warmth of this person. You enjoy being in their presence, and you know, you're starting to blend the energies with this person and see how they behave with you. And it's a big deal here because you've got to make this decision. The judgment is here. There is a decision you've got to make here in regards to this person, and I feel like it's releasing that tension and the heartache of the past. You know, and the anxiety and stress of it all. Like, you have such a powerful energy here, but there's low vibrational energy underneath this. 5 of Wands, 3 of Swords, 5 of Wands, 9 of Wands. Come on. Y'all have already done your healing. You've already taken that time. Like, you know what to do here. You're going to know exactly what to do here because you're trumping it with high vibrational energy, a King of Swords. I know what discernment is. I know how to make a solid decision. I know exactly how. So it's just making this decision to get this off the ground and to get it going, you know. How do you feel about this person? Is this something you really want? Some of you, this could be a reuniting. It could be a past life soulmate that you've never met before, but when you connect with this person, you just feel like you're walking on air. It feels different. Others of you, this could be a return from somebody of the past that, same thing. People grow up, people change. And it may shock you that this person is so mature and so adult and so different than maybe the last time you saw him. So that's pretty damn awesome. What else can I give you in regards to this connection? What else do you need to know? This is beautiful, but you don't get these connections unless you've gone through a lot. Unless you have definitely healed a lot. So you're in the final stages of healing something here. Yep. You're finally healing up from a broken heart. That's what that is. The Ace of Cups reversed. Somebody may have turned your love down. Some of you, and you have the Ace of Cups here in the upright. So Page of Cups is you saying, I'm ready to open up to love, because you are calling in a new love or a renewal of love for whomever this is, because the Judgment is here and the 3 of Cups. So it's possible this is a renewal. And if you don't know this person and you haven't spent any time with them, it's a renewal of love from a past life soulmate. You've spent time together before in love. That's all I got to say. So that may be why you feel this major attraction. You've definitely danced. Thanks, Fred. You've definitely danced with this individual before in some way, shape, or form. Your souls have danced before. So it's just a matter of, here's your two options. You know, do you stay cold and detached and completely turning love down? And my ear just, oh man, that's a high pitched whistle or high pitched sound. What in the world are y'all doing? That was weird. Um, High pitched whistle, high pitched sound. So here's the choice. Do you open up to love, or do you stay shut off? Do you keep it away from you? Do you stay shut off from it because of your fear? And we can be in relationships, let's be honest, okay? We can be in relationships and we can be talking to people. We can be having sex with people and dating people and still not open up to love. We could do all of the things and all of the stuff and not open up to love. We can keep our heart totally shut off and still look like we are in a relationship. So some of you may be married and just deciding to reopen or renew the love within the connection. How cool is that? Again, Eight of Cups reverse. I'm wanting to know about this renewal. So if for those of you that this is a renewal, for some of you this may have been somebody you turned down before, if it's a return, or somebody that turned you down before, but there was a closed off energy. The love wasn't flowing, or neither one of you wanted it or was ready for it, that kind of deal. If you were in a relationship with this person and it's like you stop, there's no passion, there's no desire. There was possibly a lot of arguments and fights. Let's just be honest. Sometimes after the kids are born and all that, we really focus on what needs to be done. And that is the responsibilities of parenthood and, children, childbirth, and parenthood. And sometimes we forget that we're actually partners and that we have a desire and a love for each other, because our attention has to go to other things: work, money, home, college, whatever it is. And then there's a lot of chaos and there's a lot of fighting or confrontation about what has to get done. What we're talking about, real life, real deal shit. This isn't just happy fluffy bunny, your soulmate's coming in. We're talking about real life too. That is what I do. That is my spiritual gift. Yeah, I'm connected to source. Yeah, I'm a life coach. But because of all of my experiences, I assist people in the 3D. I tell you how to address your shit in the 3D. There's other teachers, there's other tarot readers that are all about the 5D and the 9D and all of that shit and the whatevers. We're talking about boots on the ground, hands in the dirt. How can you address the shit that you need to address so that you can live a better life? That's my speciality. So, real deal, life friggin' happens. So if you're in a relationship, or you were married or in a relationship and some shit went down, it is possible to recover it. But you have to remember why you got together in the first place. You have to remember, and the other person has free will. So if you're willing to talk and you just got to remember, dates are important. Spending time together and remembering why you got together and had kids in the first place, or why you even started dating in the first place. Go back to the beginning. Relearn each other, who you are now, because you could be living in the same house and be in a relationship for I don't know how many years. You could be in a relationship for a year or two and just get so busy that, well, it's all about going back to the beginning and relearning and getting to know, first of all, why did you get together to begin with? Second of all, who are you now? Get to know each other now. Not just as parents, not just as business owners and You're running a business of family. You're running a business of relationship. Well, that love has to be reignited. The passion has to be reignited. And that's by going back and remembering why. Why did I fall in love with you? Why did I want to spend the rest of my life with you? Why do I like you so much? Well, learn about each other, get to know each other, spend time. That's why it's important for you to have date nights and for you to also have private time alone with your friends and your family outside of the relationship. You are still an individual being in a relationship, maybe raising a family, whatever it is, but it's going back to the drawing board and starting all over from the beginning. And all of that starts with going on a date. Taking your person out on a date or spending time together and enjoying each other's company. Just each other. You understand? That's a pretty big deal there for those of you that are rekindling, okay? Or that want to. Starts there. Some of you may be dealing with a stubborn individual. Yes, you are. Five of Swords. Or 5 of Wands, excuse me. But you're not going anywhere. This person may be just a dum-dum. I'm just going to have to say they a dum-dum. Okay, so there may be some tension, or you may be dealing with somebody who is dramatic or stubborn, or they like to start fights or pick fights or whatever. Or they're just being silly. You know, you may think that they're being foolish and they're being silly. Yeah, it's okay to live life being fun and having fun. That's a way of having fun. But regardless of how they behave, you choose them over anyone else. I mean, you're not going anywhere, and neither are they. Neither one of you are going anywhere. So if they're, you know, you just got to learn how to communicate with each other. Like how that 5 of Wands, you know, that tension, it's all about how do you work together? How do you work together? How do you work together in this relationship moving forward? That's going to, it's probably a conversation that needs to happen when you first communicate with this person, or in the beginning. I'd say first 2 to 3 months, getting to know each other and really communicating your fears, and addressing any tension or any points of tension or contention that may be there. So when you have somebody that is willing to be with you and work with you, you'll know it within just a short period of time. You decide to get with this person, you decide to get into a relationship with this person, you enjoy spending time with this person, then that's when the energy should come in. Okay, well, we're doing this. What are we doing? Going slow, getting to know each other. But in those conversations, you know, these are my fears, or I'm concerned about whether or not there's a third party, or first of all, you don't have to be insecure about it. You don't have to worry about that. The more you worry about a third party being involved, the more there's going to be shit that shows up that makes you feel like there's a third party involved, even if there isn't. The universe will show you what you want to see. If you're wanting to see that this person is having sex with another person, you're going to see things that make you think it, even if it's not happening. You understand? What you think about, you manifest. So the more you are insecure and are afraid that somebody's going to break your heart, well, they're more than likely going to break your heart. More than likely. I think you have grown to a point, or healed to the point where you are a hermit and you are a king of swords. Your energy is suggesting to me that you've done so much healing that if something does arise, you can take it inside and review it based on your experiences and your wisdom, and discern what needs to be done using the King of Swords. If somebody needs to be cut out of your life or a conversation needs to happen, you have the ability to do that. Whereas in the past, maybe not. Maybe not so much. Okay? This looks like an absolutely beautiful connection. I just want to remind you that you've moved on. You're finally ready, and it took you a long time. Why am I telling you this? Because what you've gone through to get to this point with the Hermit energy, the King of Swords energy, you're good right here where you're at. You're content and happy in the present moment, and that's how you manifest amazing things. This, I did not expect to be such a wonderful reading, but it's all about you. It's really all about you with a beautiful twist here. But if you were in case you were wondering, because this is what it is. This is what is going on here. This, when you dealing with this person who is your perfect match, your equal here energetically. What y'all look like, I don't know. What your relationship is called, I don't know. But I know there is a soul tie. And I know there is your perfect equal. Your equal matches here energetically. Not only that, one carries more masculine energy. One carries more feminine energy. Regardless of what your sex is or your gender or what you call your damn self. I don't care. But there is 8 of Pentacles, which suggests you are getting to know this person now, or you're working on this relationship now, or you will be very soon. Very soon. So, whether this is a return or a reuniting or a new person for some of you, we've kind of went through the levels here. It's all your decision on whether or not you stop struggling in relationship. Because you have an opportunity here to not struggle in a relationship. Hey, Brittany. Hey, Blue. You have an opportunity not to struggle in a relationship. Your choice was what? Open up to love or continue to combat it, fight it off, and protect yourself at all costs. Now, that's because a 3 of Swords is what you opened with. You're challenged with either the fears of being hurt again, wondering whether or not somebody is putting you in a third-party situation, or you are still healing from a broken heart. Okay? So there's some stress here, some anxiety, some nervousness, a little bit of tension, physical tension, a little tension, maybe a little drama, kind of, it's all within you though. Now, what you think about, you bring about. So it's all of the thoughts that you're having in regards to this connection that's creating this feeling, these feelings. And it's just you. Do you want to struggle, or do you want to just, how about just open up and enjoy this love and romance? How about just open up and enjoy it and actually get to know this person? How about drop the weight of the past and the thoughts of the past that fucked you up, or the past person that messed you up, and move into a more peaceful connection here. And you could do that even if you've had issues with this person. It's all about forgiveness. I mean, if there was abuse, physical abuse, violence, stuff like that, no, absolutely not. Verbal abuse, physical abuse, none of that. That's not okay. Never okay. Don't ever return to that. That's not this energy anyway. So I'm talking to, no. That may have happened in your past because that's what you're showing me. That's what it is. It's people that manipulated your emotions. I'm going to put this over here on this side. That's what people did. They manipulated your emotions, or they didn't open up to you emotionally. It was slow deaths. Like relationships were slow deaths. Got lit real quick with chemistry or sex, and then total decline. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry if I hit the microphone. I'm trying to go over the microphone, which is a dumb thing for me to do, but I hope you laughed. Hope I didn't hurt anybody's ears with that. It's a total decline from there. Just a slow death. So it starts up with manipulation, with that sexual chemistry. You get it going, and then it's a slow decline to end of relationship. People that tell you one thing and end up being something else. They tell you they're a king of pentacles, that they want to stand up for a relationship, that they're this big boss person, and they got lots of money, and they know how to make money, and they know how to handle their own, and they're responsible and respectful and all this, and they end up being shit. Nothing. Total opposite of what they tell you they are. Not accountable, not responsible. They don't show up for a relationship. That's true. Some of you, they don't show up for a relationship at all, but they'll tell you whatever you need to hear so they can get in your pants. The Magician. Oh, my. In reverse. Isn't that the magical, wonderful magician that is the absolute car salesman, consman, and woman of the tarot? They stop communicating, the disappearing acts and the manipulators. Master manipulators, conmen, and women. And the disappearing act. One day I'm here, next day I'm gone. One day I'm here, next day I'm gone. Oh, wait. Come back, disappear, come back, disappear. And then they're nowhere to be found. You're left waiting, wondering what the hell, where they are, where they've gone, and what comes next. You're left there waiting, holding the bag, wondering if they're ever going to come back. That's the shit that you've dealt with. And that is what is changing. Because, y'all, let me tell you, I can't go any further. I really can't go any further this, but I'm going to go one step. I shouldn't have gone that far in, but that's what you're releasing. That's why you're so afraid of this. That's why you're afraid of this. Because of all those things and those people you've dealt with. Well, it's finally time, and it has taken a long time to get to this point where you are ready, and you are just pace the relationship. Don't have to start off on sex and just burn this relationship out. You pace the relationship. You make sure you remember who you are and your worth. One day at a time, one step at a time. Enjoy the journey. You can still be your own independent, single, free self while being in a relationship. Not acting single. But what I'm saying is your own independent, freedom-loving self, enjoying who you are in the moment, having your independence, and being in a solid, stable relationship. These two people will. Take your time in it. You're seeing things differently, or this will be a completely different relationship, ones you've dealt with before. So there's going to be a learning curve here. It's going to take a little time for you to deepen this relationship, possibly emotionally, or see things differently, because this is a different type of relationship. This is a mature adult relationship. Do you know what that's like? Probably not. Go back to the beginning of this reading. Things are about to change, and they're about to change very fast. The Wheel of Fortune is on this twice, which means this is completely different. It is destined, fated, and it is time to happen. There's the Three of Swords in reverse. That's what's happening. You're finally going to release this fear. It looks like you're going to be releasing the fear and the pain of the heart space. And I think most of you are going to go for it. I think you're going to go for this relationship. It's just all a matter of how are you going to see it? Are you going to look at it from the darker side of things? Are you going to be the grim reaper of your fucking love life? What does that mean? I'm going to tell you what it means, and I'm going to put a little bit spin on it for you from my perspective. I didn't think nothing of it, but when I think I was 16, almost 17, something like that. I was a looker. I was 16, for God's sakes. Fit, tone, volleyball. Anyway, my dad, I think I was going on a date. So my dad said to me, My dad always worked out of town too. He was always working. Like, he was a workaholic, but we had what we needed. We had what we needed and most of what we wanted, most everything we wanted. But my dad was mostly gone working. So he happened to be there that night, and I don't know. He said to me, you're going to be a heartbreaker. You're going to be a heartbreaker. And I was like, well, that's an odd thing to say, but okay. I took it as a compliment kind of deal. But, now at age 46, that long later, I think about it differently, and I think about the relationships that I have had. And he's right. I became a heartbreaker. I broke my own heart many, many times for many, many years in relationships. I became a heartbreaker. I took that message and I put it into me, and I didn't want to break other people's hearts. That felt bad to me. That felt horrible to me. I didn't want to hurt other people. I didn't want to break other people's hearts. So what did I do? I turned that opinion or that phrase in, and I actually ended up being a heartbreaker, my own heartbreaker. I broke my own heart because I tried to stay in relationships. Because why? I didn't want to break anybody else's heart. I stayed in relationships that I really should have gotten out of many, many times, way earlier. Should have never gotten involved in the relationships, but I ended up staying way too long and ended up breaking my own heart because I didn't want to break somebody else's heart. So from what that person who meant well, who loved me, said that as a compliment, I'm sure, but I, as a person, as an empath, took it to heart and refused to be a heartbreaker. I didn't want to hurt people. Well, I have since begun a journey of transformation, actually, after his passing in 2015. And I realized that sometimes you got to break hearts. Sometimes you got to be the mean guy. Sometimes you got to be the one that stands up, and you got to be the one that doesn't allow people to break your heart. But not only that, you got to be the one that doesn't allow you to break your own heart. And sometimes that means hurting other people. Even if you don't want to, you got to love yourself more. And in this situation, it makes so much sense to me right here when I see this, because I've done it myself and I understand this. We don't want to hurt other people. We don't want to break hearts. So instead, we turn it around in on ourselves, and we stay way too long. We give too much. And in this case, I don't want you to be the grim reaper of your relationships. This is a beautiful connection coming in here for you that you've manifested. Whoever is resonating with this, you have manifested this. You've done the work of dealing with all of this shit so that you could get this beautiful thing here. So the Grim Reaper, in your case, could be you. Are you going to have another slow death in a relationship because you're hanging on to people of the past, situations of the past, or leaving the door open for past people to come back in? Oh, I love you, Mary. Thank you. Mary says you're still a looker. Listen now, that's only because you know how we go. This is, some of you need to close chapters and close doors on relationships that you still got your foot open. You still got the door open for people to come back from the past. You're going to need to close that shit for this one. Okay? And that may be hard because a lot of you are still hanging on to those heartbreakers, to that heartbreak, and to those people that have hurt you, whether it's energetically, physically, mentally, or emotionally. Seriously, are you still leaving the door open for them? Or are you still thinking about them? Are you still holding on to those ropes, hoping they'll come back? Or are you thinking about everything they've ever done? You can be the Grim Reaper of your fucking beautiful relationship here if you want to. I ain't gonna judge you, but I'm judging you. I ain't gonna judge you, but I am judging you. I ain't gonna judge you. You do what you want to do. But damn, if it were up to me, I'd say every prayer I could say. I would do every Reiki energy session that I could do to cut ties with this kind of energy from the past, and I would shut the door and seal it shut with a beautiful bow and a big fat fucking thank you. And I would wait for this thing to come right on in, and I would enjoy every minute of it, because this kind of shit would have been painful. You've probably gone through relationship after relationship of nothing but heaviness, darkness, heartbreak, heartache, manipulation, everything. So let's seal that motherfucker up with a bow and say, thank you, universe, because of all of that, I know now that this is what I want. And that has helped me manifest this. And for that, I appreciate each and every one of them, and I thank them. We're sealing this up. We're putting a big, beautiful bow on it, and we're going to send them off to the universe, and we're going to say, transcend that to something beautiful and amazing, and we hope that they have whatever they deserve, with a full heart and happy about it. Allow this to manifest for you. Because the majority of you are single. You're single. And you're enjoying it. You're looking good. But for some reason, your energy is still tied to the past. But I really feel like the majority of you are about to do exactly what I told you to do. You know? You're not going to be the breaker of your own heart anymore. Let's stop doing that. Let's do it together. Okay? Let's no longer hold on to the people and the things of the past, and that includes the memories of them bitches, you know? Thank you so much. But I'm no longer going to continue to hold on to the idea of you coming back, the thoughts of the things that have happened in those connections that were negative. I'm going to hold on to the good memories, the great memories, and I'm going to move forward gracefully, youthfully, and beautifully, male or female, and I'm going to seal up this past with a beautiful bow, and I'm going to no longer break my own heart. I want to open up my heart space full and completely to what the universe has for me, and wait for this beautiful, soulful dance that is coming in here for you. It's coming in. If it's not already here already. You understand? Them are the words, them are the messages that I have for you today. It's time. The Wheel of Fortune is on this twice. The Grim Reaper is here. And again, let's no longer break our own hearts. I think we've broken enough of our own hearts. We've broken our heart enough for everybody one time, you know? We can go through a relationship and we can have our heart broken by somebody. But what do we do that continues to break our own hearts? We go back to them. We forgive them. We stay too long. Or we continue to fret, worry, and ruminate about the things that happened. And we continue to break our own hearts. I no longer choose to break my own heart. I choose to enjoy my heart space and enjoy sharing that with someone else. I do it for what I do. I enjoy doing what I do for you in the world and helping you on your journeys. And I enjoy loving people, my friends, my family, and my fans. And I know what that energy feels like. I know what it looks like because I've been there. Been there, done it. Well, it's time to seal the deal on that. It served its purpose. So, whatever prayers you got to pray, whatever mantras you got to say, whatever ceremony you need, if you need a Reiki session, I got them for you. Links are in the descriptions. If you need a coaching session with me, book it on my website in the Book Now buttons. We'll get you calibrated moving forward so that you know exactly what you need to release and what you need to do focusing forward. Or get my book, Oh Please Be Your Own Hero. It's right there behind me on my shelf. Links in the description. I tell you exactly how to do it. I tell you exactly how I did it. It's in the book. It's easy. But sometimes there's just this lingering energy. It's usually our thoughts. But we're the thinker of our thoughts. And with our thoughts, we create our reality. So I want you to think about this right now and for the rest of whenevers. Just take a little bit and think about this, okay? You are the thinker of your thoughts, which means you are the creator of your destiny. You create your universal movie that happens all around you each and every day by what you think about. You have an opportunity here to continue breaking your own heart thinking about the bullshit from the past, or opening yourself up to something absolutely beautiful, somebody on your level, and it's all your choice. Which thoughts are you going to think? Continue to hang on to the things that happened to you in the past, or the people that you may be waiting on to return? Or are you going to think about something amazing and beautiful and enjoy who you are, appreciate who you are, what you've got, where you are now, and watch how this unfolds around you? That's your choice. That's all I got for you today. I hope that you enjoyed the show. I'm Feather. Like, share, subscribe, join the tribe. Click links, do stuff, show me you love me. And until next time, namaste.